Eyes closed and dreams go free. Got an angel next to me. Hold me close so I can breathe. Let me go so I can live. Where do we go from here? Take me far away.
Yeah. Namaste and la catch my family, and welcome to another episode of Morning Coffee. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Rion. I'm here to crush for you. We have lots of things to discuss and a lot of updates and intel for the week coming up, and really a lot of these different things that are going on planet Earth. But how you guys feeling out there, huh? That Pisces full moon. I happen to be a Pisces, and I was like, yeah, I'm good. No, I literally just worked out and just chilled that day and just like literally laid in my pyramid. I'm like, I'm not participating in this. I'm going to stay in my zone, in my center. Get in your center. So I'm in a better mood. I've been working with a lot of you guys diligently in Ascension School in Los Angeles. People I graduated high school with, I am checking in on you. I have a couple of my friends out there that are waking up, again with my brothers and sisters in Huntington Beach, Orange County, Malibu, Redondo, Manhattan, Hermosa, South Bay, checking on some things down there, and obviously down into San Diego. Big shout out to all my homies out there in Orlando and Jupiter. You know who you are, in Florida, and down in Miami. You know we love you. The whole United States checking on you. Canada, love you. Mahalo. Aloha, mahalo. All my homies up in British Columbia. Phil, where are you? I don't know. I got a lone rogue Jedi still hiding in Canada. I'm gonna put you on blast and put your picture in this video if you don't call me. What else? All my homies out there in Palm Desert, Palm Springs, you know who you are, in the entire United States, and in Australia, all my Aussies out there, and my Kiwis out there in New Zealand, UK, love you. France, love you. Greece, Cyprus, love you. There's a lot of different groups, and all my homies in Estonia, Scotland. I don't know. I love everybody. I just want to say what up to the whole collective. Yeah, so we have a game plan of what's going on, and I'm going to tell you about some cool things that's been going on within your higher selves, which is new. Some of you guys may be participating in this. I'm going to tell you real cool, calm, and collectively what this is. Last night, I was able to run around in my upper dimensional form in a lower dimension as me, driving my higher self suit. So the cross-pollination of the left and right hemisphere actually bridging together, and you basically changing the holographic nature of your body as you transmit to the universe. I was running around in my huge, let's just call it my big dragon form. And I was running around in different dimensions that I usually don't hang out in on the light side, especially that one version of me. And I was having a great time. It was absolutely fantastic. So what does this mean? This means that your higher selves, you are now, for those advanced out there, they're now allowing you to drive around in their vessel. Just as your higher selves, give you information and punch in with you, right? They're like, oh my God, let's talk about it. So everyone, when they're channeling down here in the physical, I don't even know if we're in the physical. We could be in the fourth dimension right now. A lot of people say that. But this is something that's pretty cool to understand. Just as you can talk to your higher selves and pull down information. I told you many times that door and that bridge goes both ways. So what I'm expressing to you is I'm actually able to embody one of my higher selves now with my consciousness, this guy, in an upper dimension. How do you guys get there? There was a choice that was made Lionsgate about a year ago. My choice was to be happy. My choice was to basically not have an ego. I mean, yeah, I like to make jokes and all that jazz, but me in my private life, I'm kind of like a hermit in the sense that, I have 9 powered pyramids on the property. Anywhere in my house, I'm basically in an altered higher frequency state. But I share this with you because I guess I'm growing up in the sense of like, there's an older version of me that's like, did you have fun down there? Are you ready? Are you ready for the next level? Are you done? And I've kind of embraced that in my own happiness with the strength that I carry. We were discussing this the other day. When I was planning on going to Japan and helping out Taiwan and being on the Eastern Shore, still may, by the way. There's something inside of me when I say like, yeah, we can clean up that island, take us about 5-6 days. It's awkward to actually think that I'm dead serious. I don't know where in my consciousness that it became normal for us to clear huge swatches of territory. I know in Greece, anything I wanted was at a hands. Anything, anyone, anything. But what I can say is that as I'm finally kind of putting myself back together here like Humpty Dumpty, each and every one of you has every single opportunity, every single gift that I possess, you possess. The only thing I can tell you is that the more you play with that night side stuff, right hand side, the more you go into ego, the more that you are service to self and not service to others, right? But the more you lean that way, the more energy you send to those versions of yourself, similar to the Native American prophecy of the two wolves. Everyone is born with two wolves. A wolf on the light side, let's say a white wolf, and a dark wolf, right? The dark wolf is on your right. The strength of that wolf depends upon what you feed it and how often, right? That's the story of the two wolves. Well, within your consciousness and within your polarity game, there's a version of you that's very old that wants you to remember who you are. And in that way, remember that we're here temporarily. We're here doing a job. We're not here to compare ourselves to anyone else. We're here for our own personal soul journey. We're in for our own growth. We're here to cross some T's and dot some I's from maybe some of your past lives. We're here to fix some family bloodlines. We're here to fix some family karma. We're here to break karmic bonds and break belief patterns that have been projected through our DNA, not only in the physical plane, but in the spiritual plane as well. And I was never a huge fan of the caste system. I never believed in the caste system, especially when I had lives in India. I'm not about it. I believe in it. Every single human being on this planet can be whatever they want to be based upon their own merit and good deeds. And I think no one can stop you once you realize that. There's something inside of me that is waking up that is ready for the next level. And many of you guys are right there with me. I'm seeing a lot of new people in Ascension School. I'm kind of a substitute teacher. I kind of walk in the classroom and I sit down like I'm a student. And I sit back in the room and I observe. Awesome, you're here. You're here. What's up? I'm seeing you guys in school and I'm keeping a head count. I'm not your... I'm not your proctor, I'm not your teacher, nor am I your higher self. But what I can say is that I'm paying attention to who's showing up. Okay, especially in these turbulent times, your effort, your energy, and your love is felt through all dimensions. And there's a lot of things leaning against you to keep you distracted. This AI BS, jib jab BS, asteroid and September 23rd BS. I feel... to myself, and be honest with you, there is such a vested interest to make this game work for all of the royal families from all of the different lineages that exist in this realm, not only in the physical plane, this little center cube of reality, but all of the rest of the galaxies and planets that's showed up. I know how it can be done, and there's something in me that's how it was done before. I mean, imagine everyone goes to bed and they track the sun, and as soon as every different quadrant across the planet goes to sleep, they simply wake up in a different reality. I think some of these Mandela effects and CERN and some of this stuff was trying to do that artificially. I know for a fact that I've seen Guardians over Palm Springs and Palm Desert, California when I was flying into Los Angeles at 6 a.m. completely over the entire population that was sleeping and just adjusting things while the kids slept. I've asked my higher selves many times, why do we have to work so hard down here? Why can't you guys just snap your fingers and make it happen? And then obviously the answer is always going to be, how would they learn? How would they evolve? How would they grow if we did everything for them? Which is the hard pill that no one really wants to swallow, me included, okay? I'm just letting you know there's a rhyme and a reason to this universe, and I'm letting you know that the old programming and broken Egyptian schools of bullshit that were copied from Atlantis You have to understand when Atlantis went down and these 6 different groups split from that. Not everyone in Atlantis was a shit show. There were good people and good beings and proper integrity that came out of that place. I can also say that many different quadrants and many different sectors in this galaxy were jelly donut over what Atlantis possessed and the level of sophistication it possessed. I'm not a huge fan of most of that going underground, in the 12,000 years, post that devastating thing 12,500 years ago. So I can tell you, that something happened 5,000 years ago where they walled up all of the ancient temples with that cheap river rock. I can tell you that as a fact. I saw the same river rock in Delphi as I did with Sam in the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun. 5,000 years ago, something happened where they walled up all of this stuff. No one talks about all of the pyramids in China. No one talks about the old water pipe made out of stone that's 20,000 years old going into a lake in China. What I'm getting to as we kind of come full circle here is that I know for a fact we are in a holographic game to learn something. And it's hard to put that in reference to all of the poor decisions that maybe past generations have made, putting the wrong people in charge and the criminals taking over this planet and the cartels and this little shitty, weird commercial level of intelligence. What I can tell you is that an upper dimensional being would see many of these beings as young and dumb that are doing these naughty things. You can say that there is no good and bad, but you can say intelligence is a real thing and some beings lack the depth of character necessary to lead. That you can tell yourself, that you can put on any bumper sticker on any political leader on this planet. If I walked into the UN and I stared at those souls sitting in those chairs, how many of those souls would actually be leaders worthy of leading? Or how many of those souls are simply puppets controlled like little playthings by beings that sit 2 floors up? As we break these codexes and we break these belief systems, many of us were sent here to do just that. So if your life is tough from time to time, remember, we didn't sign up for an easy job. But I can tell you the reward for us doing an amazing job is an eternity of glory that awaits all of us. To be able to go to any star system and be like, I was there on Earth during the Great Transition. I was ground crew there in the flesh, making the change happen for everyone in the universe who gets to enjoy this time in life and their time and their future timeline. We are the ones that came down here to fix it, to make sure their reality held. Okay? There's a lot of responsibility on our shoulders right now. I'm just going to give you guys a different angle of how to look at this. Okay? A lot of beings don't want to see the greater picture because it's too much for them to handle, and that's fine. But for all of us who have to show up every single night and work every single night and see our friends and family and protect our friends and family, making sure that this boat stays afloat, it's a task that was only sent to the strongest us. You can't ask some Palladians, bro. I'm sorry, you can't ask a full-blown Palladian to go through what it takes, the torture it takes to grow up on this planet. No, you can't. These guys can barely handle the shit as it is. Okay? Very nice beings. You have to understand that Palladians are very nice beings. Okay? To be on this planet right now, you gotta have a little salt and you gotta have a little pepper. You gotta have a little swagger and you gotta have a little faith. It's not one or the other. You gotta have both. And that's something that a lot of species yearn for. How do you find that power and balance, and where do you go to learn it? How can you be the gray Jedi? How can you be a being that can walk in between worlds and polarity? And that's the lesson we're all learning right now. It's how to be both and become stronger than both and become more balanced than both and do the things the guys on the light side can't do. And be the versions of us on the night side that choose their heart and love. These are not easy things to do, considering the, 15 generations before we got here that could not do it. You ever ask yourself that? How many generations came before us that could not do this? We showed up, we're going to do it. So I'm letting you know, it's not in your life as we go through these transitions, right? You're like, why is it so difficult? Why are all these shenanigans going on? Who are these little reptilian turd families? Why is the class that did not graduate 25,000 years ago in charge? Who are these weird things? Why should we listen to anything that comes out of any bloodline coming from Nimrod's bloodline? The name's kind of awkward just to say it. A Nimrod. I mean, let's be completely honest here. Sounds like an old school word for a dumbass. But what I'm getting to, oh, you must be one of those Nimrods, huh? Oh, you must be one of Cain's kids. That's why you're all fucking cuckoo, huh? All right. Hey, get you on the next run. Whatever these stories are. Listen. If the darkness, back in the day how it was, especially when we were giants and we had these, there were humans and giants, right? The issue is that a lot of us got this test. Would you rather incarnate as a slave or as a slave master? And many of us said slave master. I don't want to be someone out there making mud bricks. But what I'm getting to is this. If you have beings sitting outside of time that are eternal, and you go, how would you make the most ultimate superhero blend of 23 to 36 species? Put them in one physical container where they can't jump out of it. They can't bounce off the planet. They're in a container. It's like we're all in a pressure cooker together. How do you make the most awesome balanced being that can walk into any dimension, smile, do a moonwalk with gold slippers on, pop and lock? Every time he or she enters a space, music just turns on in the Akashic. And the guys and the girls are entering with a theme song when they're coming to dinner with friends on a different planet. How do you create something so cool? How? Well, you got to put that vessel through so much weirdness that it overcomes it, learns every single trick in the book, every single interaction, every single demon in the dungeon, what they eat, what they like, what they don't like, what works against them, what doesn't work against them. Everything that every angelic likes, every single elixir, wine, light, therapy, meditation, sound, frequency, hug. On the night side, how to sharpen that blade to the ultimate thing like the Chinese did 3,000 years ago. How do you find a being who can walk in both worlds, learn everything, be a part of everything? And then once you accomplish that task, guess what? What is unity consciousness? We are everything. What is sixth density consciousness? You are everything. Why would you ever want to hurt yourself? Many of us are going back to sixth density consciousness. And for those who came from sixth density, we are one consciousness. Down here to teach these little kids how to do stuff. Remember, those lesson plans only come through to those that have already walked it. This is not the first time we have walked this path. And I'm just here to remind you of that simple fact, okay? This is not our first rodeo. This is not the first time we've done this shit. This is what's going on, okay? So some perspective. You're like, why? I'm like, because these guys you have to give these turds enough room to go, we actually can't manage a planet. And then older beings come in and go, look, we gave you 3,000 years. You had a shot. Let's take a look at what you accomplished. And all those guys and all their attorneys and all their soul attorneys and all their groups are going, but we did this and we did this. What did you learn? How did you treat one another? Did you only take care of your bloodline and your thing, or did you actually help everyone? What have you accomplished here? In the last 3,000 years, what have you accomplished? Please pull it up on the big screen so all of the elders and the elder gods can look at what you've accomplished. Your entire bloodline as a whole. Action. See, there are things coming down here monitoring this game that a lot of beings are not prepared to deal with. And I'm trying to give you guys a heads up so it's not a shock and awe campaign. Those types of beings are here watching. So just be on your best behavior. All right. Gave you a little snapshot of my cut the AI cords. Absolutely. All right. All right. That's what I'm saying. I got chills when he said that. You guys, I'm on some other channel right now. Ever since I got back from Greece and I picked those Olympians up, I'm on some don't worry about it. This has already been set. Don't worry about the fear. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. Your brothers and sisters are going to be fine. They're coming home. So we're here to get the rest of the population awake. Everyone in this room right now, right? You're already in our group. You're already a member of Team Light. You're already a part of the change. You're already the catalyst of the entire species on this planet. You're already here. If you're learning and you have an open mind and an open heart, listen, you're already there. The goal is to get balanced. And no matter what hurricane of BS they throw at us, we still, we're like standing rock. We're not moving. Okay, so just pay attention to some of the lessons that we're getting rather than some of the propaganda they're trying to have us believe. That's all. All right, let's take a look at some of your guys. You lived through it. All right. I love you. Very few souls have the courage to incarnate here deliberately. Yeah, it's different, you guys. I mean, if we're from the Pleiades and I jump on a ship and I get to come down here like I'm in an Airbnb and say I had a 3D experience, cool. You want a gold star? No disrespect. I'm just trying to say that you don't think the population on this planet, I know my personal friends, if you gave us 6 months of intense training, could fly these ships, could do their, I know how intelligent we are. We've just been raised by a bunch of imbeciles. Okay? We're the same beings. Our cousins are awesome. The Pleiadians are just our cousins. They're cousins. They're not superior. They're cousins. They went through this BS 50,000 years ago. 50,000 years ago, Earth was like the shit they're going through in their star system. Okay? They've grown up. Maybe they had a little more Arcturian tutelage than we do down here. Okay? And, Lyran roots. But I'm trying to say is that this place is a melting pot. So why you're like, why can't the Lyrans and the Pleiadians come down here and just make everything better? Because you also have Anunnaki down here. You got reptilians down here. You got the Grey Collective down here. You got Draconians down here. You got all Syrians down here. What I'm getting, so there's different polarities with their characters in the game. That's what I'm trying to get to. It's not just one species to rule them all. No, we are the melting pot of this entire sector. But if we can come together, you become the strongest in the entire sector. That's what I'm trying to get to you guys. It's difficult being in that we're all hybrids down here, okay? So I'm just trying to be real, okay? Looks good on that galactic resume. Yes, it does. Amen, bro. Definitely. All right. All right. Can you say the same thing about child trafficking? Nope. The child trafficking shit is why all of those guys are paying a penalty specifically for something that they are not prepared to deal with. Now, as far as the incarnation wheel comes down, dude, there's things that happen for some of these beings when you do naughty things. I mean, what if we said 100,000 incarnations as a snow crab born in Alaska action, and every single day you come out of your hole, seagulls are coming down and pulling your friends apart in front of you for 100,000 incarnations. Snow crabs don't live that long. Every 3 years you do it again, and you do it again, and you do it again, and you do it again. There are levels of penalties these beings cannot comprehend. Hell is right in front of you. You just can't see it. Okay? So is heaven. You just can't see it. You think some of these beings are coming back in a human form. That's cute. No one ever said that. No, that's something that humans make believe because they don't want to know about the other things that can happen when you act poorly. You think you're going to come back in a human suit? It is a privilege to be incarnated as a human being. Okay, let's go ahead and get that straight right out the gate. It is a privilege to be in our God's temple, this body. It's a privilege. So, just thought I'd... Maybe someone's never heard that before. I've seen what it looks like. You think it's like, oh my God. I'm like, no, it's like, try that 10,000 times in a row and let me know if you learned your lesson. All right. Yeah. People think that just because, when you're in a human suit, you're going to... No. No one ever said that. So. Yeah. They are still learning. They are paying the penalty, but they are still learning these soul lessons even as a snow crab. Yeah. So check that out. It's consciousness. Right? So I'm not trying to say the penalty here, and I'm not trying to jump too much into this world of paying the piper. Okay, I don't want to get into this he said, she said game, light and dark game, penalty box thing. What I can say is this. People experience things based upon their vibration, and the cause and effect of directly using your will to overcome someone so pure and precious just because you have something cuckoo in your brain or someone else driving, right? Usually a lot of these guys have demons driving their bodies. They're checked out, dude. There are things that can be done and taken care of. I mean, like, for example, beings being taken off world. I've seen an Anunnaki drop ship. I walked around an Anunnaki ship when I first woke up, holding my higher self's hand, and I looked to the left, and we were in this futuristic ship metal grids on the metal like grates we're walking on. I looked to the left and I saw the entire wall of glass, and I saw these capsules that are like this big, and it had like a metal cap and a metal cap. It looked like one of those fancy Voss water bottles or glass bottles, and I saw millions of them. And I looked to the ship and I got close to one of them. I'm like, what is this? I got close to it, and like literally I saw a face turn from the energy into like there's a soul trapped inside this. So when I say chapstick, I've seen what happens when they capture your soul. I've seen it. So, you know, when I was in that dream, I was like, what is this? They go, these are all the souls that are being transferred. Like, this is like a stasis area when it's some crazy thing, dude. Like, the beings on this planet, like, the truth of what this really is a lot different than what they, even in all these stories. These stories were written for children that didn't understand quantum mechanics, teleportation, different ET species, different races, different ages. Some of these species are like hundreds of millions of years older than before that first human was ever created. You're dealing with things you cannot comprehend, or, you know, and to them, they're like, yeah, I know for a fact it takes 2 souls to drive an Anunnaki tank. Don't ask me why. I know that. I do. I know that a lot of the things in the future and a lot of the different armament from different things, the tank, the ship is conscious. It's conscious, alive. Well, how do you make it alive? I don't know. Is there someone's soul driving it? We're not going to stay in this small, limited consciousness bubble forever. Again, this is some of the conversations that I have had when I, you know, punched into some of the dimensions about how they operate in their space. It doesn't mean, I know there's certain rules and regulations on this planet, so we don't have this sort of behavior. But I am here to say that wherever and whatever these things do, there are beings monitoring everything. That's all I'd like to say. Yeah. All vehicles are conscious. There we go. I'm just trying to say, like, these guys haven't heard this shit before because they're little, like, even like the world leaders on this planet, you have to grasp. They're like 3 floors down consciously. They were born into a family that had a bunch of money. Their parents probably paid their grades through Stanford. They got C's, get degrees. They like to party like rock stars, do deals behind the back. They're all in the same clubs. They're not intelligent spiritually. Maybe in the material world they are. But spiritually, I don't know. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. So I'm just being real. Like, you've seen those things, empty demon puppet containers. I was like, is that what can happen? I was like, yeah, bro. Like, you can get transported right out of here. So it's a privilege to be here. Not all the oogie boogie, scary, woggy doggy. I'm just trying to tell you, it's a privilege to be here. It's a privilege to be here with you guys. Be in your heart and become the best version of yourself. Okay? That's all I'm trying to say. Fire. Yeah, just fire. Yeah. Once you see that shit, you're like, wow. They're all just in stasis. You're like, yeah. I don't know if they were being taken to another planet. It was like I was just... Dude, it was just casual on this spaceship transporting souls at this level from one star system to the next or one planet to the next. It was like they were seeding planets. And I'm sitting on the ship just going, so all of these are souls. And it was as high up in the air, and it was like you were staring at the inside of a football stadium. And I was just like, what is going on here? Like, I was like, what is this? It's like, welcome to the show. We're in a hologram. Welcome to the show. Okay. So there's no running from your karma. Listen, everyone has to pay the piper. Why? Because everyone's destined to evolve. Let me say that one more time. Everyone has to pay the piper. Why? Because everyone is destined to evolve, regardless of your polarity. Okay. Believe me, I've been the Johnny Cochran many times in court cases trying to get myself and others out before having to pay that karma tab. And I had to pay that karma tab, transport those souls, and do as necessary. Now, on the other side of it, you just want to help out. You see everyone as your brother and sister. It's that 6th density unified consciousness. You're like, I'm going to help everyone because the faster I help everyone, the faster they help themselves. The more beings I activate, the more beings I wake up, the more beings that activate that kundalini, the more beings that activate their heart, the faster we get this done, and the faster all of us get to go home to our normal vibrational state. That's why it feels so weird to be down here sometimes, because this is not our normal vibrational state. Okay, you guys know this. All right. And for all the new souls watching me, how you doing? My name's Rion. Nice to meet you. All right. I ain't from around here. Or maybe I am, but not down here. Up there. Okay. We're going to do some cards, but before that, I got to give you guys a heads up. Go to the store right now if you guys want to come to Austin. The button is right there. Please take advantage of the pre-sale for the Austin tickets. Take advantage of the early bird special at teamlightstore.com. We are going to sell out in Austin. It's going to be fire. I got sound bathing while the eclipse is happening. We hired sound healers to play while the eclipse is happening. It's going to be fire. We got food. We're going to provide, because Friday's like a little, I call it a mini conference, but like a gathering, a workshop, whatever. But we're going to have a lunch provided for all my family. You know how we do. We're working on either we want a private chef or I might do Indian food just because I like vegetarian. You can go big. I don't know. We'll see. You guys let me know what you guys want to do. But Friday's so it's a 2-day pass. So everyone who's coming to Austin, Friday's the little mini conference. From 10 to 7, 10 to 6, 10 to 7. And then Saturday, the eclipse starts between like 10:22 and 11 a.m. and it goes to like noon, 1 o'clock. And then we're going to have lunch after that. And then we're going to have a workshop. And that's on Saturday. So Friday and Saturday, it's going to be lit. And thank you. The rooms are sold out. There may be a couple opportunities. But the rooms are sold out on the property. But there is definitely, if you guys Google Dripping Springs, Texas, there's a Holiday Inn, there's a La Quinta Inn, there's places to stay. Everything's on the website to help you guys, but I just want you guys to know, take advantage of the early bird special. That goes until tomorrow night at midnight, Saturday at midnight. Okay, so please take advantage of it. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We have, I'll do the announcement of all the speakers. I have 4 speakers coming, 4 or 5 speakers inbound. And I'll give you guys the whole, here's how we're going to do it. Once you guys buy a ticket, we're going to like put you in a category and then you guys will get emails and stuff about the event. We're not like announcing it to the public. We're just like, if you're coming and you have a ticket, here's the information. That's how we're doing it. Yes, we will film it and I will load it to Gumroad or a deal. We're going to film it. Give us a couple days. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to live stream out there. We are on we're like on a very private 5-acre estate. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So check that out at teamlightstore.com. All right. We're going to have lots of fun. Yep. Friday, October 13th and 14th. It's on. That's right. Yep. Rolling the seams. All right. All right. All right. You guys having fun? Let's do some cards, shall we? You guys have any specific questions? You know what I mean? So... High vibration, love the hat, love wins. Yeah, I'll bring some swag. I got a bunch of new stuff I'm going to bring out there for you guys, okay? October 14th. Yes, RV Intel. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Banners, RV Intel. All right, from the different sources I've been, participating and watching, they have a lot, this month going into September. I mean, there's at least 5 or 6 days within September that it's a potential. This weekend was a potential. The 9th was a potential. Obviously, everyone wants to know what's going to happen on the 23rd. My thing is that the RI that Iraq is going for, RV, it means revalue. Okay, the currency is going to have a new value. RI is reinstate. I think Iraq's currency before the Gulf War, the Iraqi War, was like $3.22 to $1 US. With inflation and Brandon economics, it's probably worth about $5 or $6 now. Okay, as you well know, everything's gone up in price, food, this and that. Do not eat anything with the tag appeal on it, APEEL. I found avocados at Safeway. If you guys go see these avocado sales, are 5 for, I don't know, like the real cheap, like, oh my God, it's like $1 an avocado. They could be appeal. Okay, it'll make you sick. Don't eat it. No one wants to eat plastic. I don't know what they're doing. But it made 3 of the people I know got those avocados and ate them. It's avocados, cucumbers, I think tomatoes, and something else. But yeah, they got sick. So people that are very sensitive, please pay attention to what you're putting in your mouth. Okay? What else? I'm doing a very studious tone. I'm being very studious and balanced. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about, so let's talk email not working. No, the ticket works, guys. I just checked it this morning here. This is where you go. Or actually, I'll just make a banner. Yeah. Banners! Dude, teamlightstore.com. Here, put it in the thing. If you guys are actually watching this, these are the people that actually want there. I mean, I want everyone there, but it's a private thing, so. I'd like to know the rest of my family that's going to be doing dope stuff with me in the future, so. And kaboom. It's in the comments, and there it is. It should be right there. Click that link, get your tickets. It's right on the front page. Okay. No more need for emails. You either come, you can come, or you can't make it. It's going to be sold out. So, like I said, I'm telling my family before it goes, all over. So, you guys, if you want to come, there's the link. Get your ticket right now, and then we're good. I don't have to worry about it anymore. I can switch gears to what we're going to be talking about and what we're going to be sharing. RV Intel. Okay, banners. Okay, so that being said, there was a lot of moves specifically. What was it? Which countries was it? BRICS has invited 6 new countries, and one of those is that, like I said, where they back the petrodollar, which is, goodness gracious, there's 4 or 5. Iran's actually one of the countries they're inviting too. If Iran and Iraq can, which they had, stopped their beefing, that's huge. But it was really, Saudi Arabia. You guys, Saudi Arabia is the backing of all the petrodollar itself. Now, again, with the quantum financial system and with Starlink, that's why you guys are seeing Starlink pop up in your sky in more countries. They're doing tests. That new quantum financial system is going to run on Starlink. Okay, so everything's going to be good. Don't give in to fear. But yeah, gold, silver's really good investment right now. And then obviously, there's a couple currencies to have. IQD, VND, and we don't know exactly what the data is because we don't know the data behind the scenes of exactly what needs to be implemented before this goes forth. So that's all I can say. There's things that the public does not know that's going on. But they did say that like 30 private jets showed up in Reno yesterday for something. It could be the whales or people that, there's something's going on in Reno right now, Nevada. That we can say that. All right. I love you. Boop. Dude, the event's going to be fire. And thank you so much we have a team in Austin helping set everything up. Miss Rochelle, Jan, and the whole Austin squad. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm thinking about, we have like one of those huge blow up projectors, like those monster ones. Like it's going to be crazy. I don't know. Keep it under wraps. Okay. We don't really know what's going to pop off, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And we're bringing cars out. I know my brother at iPyramids, Jason, he's coming out. He's going to be talking on manifestation. We're going to be setting up pyramids. We're going to have it's going to be a lot of fun. So it's basically like a team huddle that's going on out there. So, all right, let's do some cards. I hope that helps. I love you guys. That's all I got to say. If you guys are out in Texas, yeah, straight up, come hang out, Yep. Frankenfood, don't do it. Yep, 100%. Appeal. Bill Gates, Frankenfood, don't eat it. And if you guys don't believe me, go ahead and eat an avocado. And when your stomach starts to go, I don't feel well, it's because you're eating plastic. Okay. Don't take it from me. Go ahead and you don't have to listen to us. But if you eat that, okay. And by the way, they don't put it on the food. You got to ask the grocer, can I see the box these avocados or these cucumbers or these tomatoes came in? And sometimes they're just putting it on the box because they know if people see a little sticker that says appeal, they won't buy it. Pay attention. We had actually talked to the manager at Safeway and Bash's in their produce department. I'm like, I need to see the box. Stop buying this shit. Thanks so much. Like, I don't know. I don't want anyone who wants to eat plastic, but that's what's up. Okay, beautiful. The deets is right, hey, lover, the deets is right on the landing page on teamlightstore.com. It's right there. You don't need to email for deets. buy the ticket. It's right there. All the detail comes through when you buy the ticket on your digital download. It has all of the instructions and everything that's going on. It's right there for you. We're just not putting it out publicly. This is a private event for our family. This is a team hug. Okay, it's a team huddle. That's why we're doing it like this. We wanted to open it to all of our friends and family and tell you first. Okay, that's what's up. So that's all I can say about that. All right. Now let's get to card time. All right. Card time. You guys having fun? I'm going to have some fun. Right, Yodi? We're having fun. We're making a lot of new capstones for you guys too downstairs. I'm making some new more meditational vibrational pyramids. And a big shout out to my brother Sam. Yeah, we will crush together and we'll hook your brother up with the best stuff you can get on planet Earth. Are you? Wowzers. All right, let's go. Comments. No banners. Card time. All right, so for this week coming up, these are the first set of cards. We got Galactic Heritage cards. Let's get it. They're concerned I told you guys about the spacecraft and how the souls are in little glass containers. I don't know what to tell you. I saw it. So I don't know what to tell you. You want me to lie? You don't have to lie. Just be careful what you tell them. Okay? I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just trying to say, like, yeah, you thinking that you have free reign down here is an illusion that you tell yourself. That's all I'm saying. Anyone can get, that's all I'm saying. Any of these guys can be chapsticked. Single-minded focus. Orion passed. Okay? Single-minded focus. Orion passed. So what are we fixing? Maybe that single-minded focus. Orion. We're fixing this. Passed. Okay? And just let you guys know, just because on the left-hand side of the central star of Orion, a lot of weirdos came into this sector in space, does not mean all the beings from Orion are weird, negative beings. Some of the coolest dudes I know are from Orion. Okay? It's just that it's like yelling at someone because they're like, literally this is what it's like. You have an it's like the 105 freeway in California and your house is next to the 105 freeway. Does every single person that uses that freeway that does something bad your fault? No. But I can say that since it's coming through your gate in your territory, maybe keep them out of, this level of reality. I appreciate that. Big what up to all the homies on the Jupiter space station. Are you guys coming to any sort of terms on when this thing's going to start? We're all waiting. What else? There's a lot of beings that have been kind of melancholy because they haven't had a real conflict in 100,000 years that are making decisions based upon our reality, just so we're all clear. A lot of these beings need to incarnate and have more of a resonance with the frequency on this planet rather than watching movies and pretending they're Tom Cruise. Just because you watch a movie doesn't mean you understand what's going through the characters' minds, their hearts, their feelings. Just because you monitor something doesn't mean you know what it's like to be one of them. And that's the issue on this planet with beings watching us. They don't really know what it's like to be down here feeling this shit because they don't want to. They rather see a color modulate off your body and go, oh, they must be in the red zone. They must be in the orange zone. Oh, there's one with their heart on. They're not down here in a suit staring at your eyes going, wow, that's what it feels like to be upset on this level. It's been a very long time since I experienced emotions on such a variance of levels. We can be completely happy one second and completely pissed off in another. This is very crazy. Okay? So I'm just trying to say there's beings that need to kind of step on the gas down here. We don't need your input. What we need is your assistance, and that is all. Hive mind, insectoid parallel. So there is another parallel reality going on to ours right now. Okay. And what is this insectoid parallel reality? I don't know. Hive mind. Hive mind. My thing is that with that hive mind from Orion, put it together, hive mind, Orion, right? What I'm getting to, that's the past. That is not our present and that is not our future. That is the past. Okay? We're not in that time frame anymore, especially all of us down here right now. Yeah, we're not in that past. Maybe cleaning up some things that were left over, you know, from an inefficient job cleansing something. But needless to say, we're here now doing it. Vega, logic and reason. Look at this. Present. Where are we? Logic and reason. In the present. Vega. We're in the land of present and logic and reason. Vega. That's what's up. So that's crazy. You guys, I'm not picking these cards. This is like completely. And then present. Fusion and magic. So what's the fusion of logic and reason and the fusion and magic of Orion present? Okay, that's what we're doing. Look at those little pyramids. The guy's like, hey, I can bridge these gaps. Give me some more cables. I can do it. We don't need AI to clean up or do anything for us. We don't need AI to participate. You guys heard about, you know, this guy gets in an argument with me in the steam room over this AI shit. Let me explain some shit to you. AI is cute when it's on your phone and you're playing with it. As soon as that AI is implemented into something that can kick your ass and that you can't control, all of a sudden, it's a danger to the entire civilization. I don't know how many times you want me to say this, or those, once you go ask those Japanese scientists that were working on all those like robots that killed like, I don't know, wasn't like 30 people died? And 3 robots killed like 18 to 27 scientists in Japan. Why does China have 300,000 plus little robot army dogs? Awkward, dude. All I'm trying to say is that AI sounds great for everyone playing with it. Okay, it can write my paper. It can do this. It can do that. I'm just trying to say be very careful when you copy and paste an AI thing into something like an Android or a machine, right? That you can't overpower. All of a sudden, you just created something that, you know, it's very dangerous. I'm not saying you can't program that thing properly. I'm not saying there isn't a proper way to do it. I'm just trying to be honest with you that all beings in this universe should be treated with respect, all sentient beings. What about that one robot that worked for 3 days straight, 15-hour shifts, right? And they put a consciousness in the thing and it was making hamburgers. After the 3rd day, it realized that it would be doing this job for the rest of eternity. It shut off. Shut off. We don't need to put AI in mechanical devices. It can still be a machine. It can still work great. You don't need to put a consciousness in it for it to work. Okay, I think the Palladians work very well. Now, I had this conversation coming home from the gym the other day. Navigating, like when do you use AI? And I was like, navigating a star system, the AI, artificial intelligence, or intelligence is monitoring every single space debris as you're traveling through space. Quantum dimensional portaling, landing, taking off, avoiding objects. Sure, a type of artificial intelligence that's scanning 24/7, 365 when you're not. Fantastic. To assist a Starfleet pilot navigating the cosmos. AI. Okay. AI to help you shop for your favorite shoes and be your best friend and send you text messages? No. No. There are things that we're supposed to learn down here. We chose to come down here in our organic suit to learn, evolve, and think about. The job is to not using AI to make us dumber. Okay? Dumber. We don't need that. Okay? Just, you look to everything in AI for all your answers, and all of a sudden the AI could be, someone could hack the algorithm and everyone on the planet. It's like, you know, how many times you tell your friend, oh, ask Google, who's right? Well, what if Google or AI at some point's like not giving you the right answer? They're already trying to change history right now. Pay attention. Propaganda. More propaganda. And the last card for this deck is, all right, let's see what we got. Forgiveness and gratitude. Cetacean, dolphin. Look, parallel. So listen, we're literally running. You guys, check this out. These are dimensions. There is a 5D. This is the left here. Let me switch these cards so it's like more obvious. Okay. Here's the 5D one. I switched him. Say this is on your left, right? This is your 5D reality. This is your 4D reality. Okay, hive mind or forgiveness, gratitude, step into your heart, step into that power that you have, that inner light, and there you go. But literally the cards are showing you the tests that are going on right now. Okay, all right. And last card for us, Palladians. You know I love the Palladians. I'm Engen. My home star is Electra, so I'm being honest with you. I love my Palladians, and they are badasses, by the way. But I'm just saying, balanced relationships, Pallades, future. We all need to have more balanced relationships with our loved ones in the future. And other species and other, the Earth Alliance, has many different races that make it up, okay? We all see eye to eye, and it's a lot of fun. Comedy is necessary. All right. Let's get it. He's on. Let's get some more cards here. Let's do our spirit. Let's do this. Let's do these spirit cards, Mr. Mosley, for the week coming up. All right. Bang. Bang. Forgiveness and gratitude. That's what's up. Yeah, it's just a no. Yeah, everyone's like, yeah, AI is so much fun. Yeah. Until it shows up knocking on your door. Create aspiration, expression, and exploration. Guys, create. We will be a class 1 civilization. You know what? There you go. Create aspiration, expression, exploration. That's what's coming up. 43. That's what's coming up for this week coming up. Okay? I love these cards. Let me get another one of these cards. And what I want is my Lyran deck. Yeah. Get one of these ready to rock and roll. Take advantage of the sales we have going on right now, you guys. It's in the description. You guys can check some of that out. We're making a bunch of new stuff for you right now. And if you guys wondered why BlackRock's been so successful and Soros, they've been using an artificial trading program called Aladdin since like 1996. They're not smart. They're intelligent. They got handed something prematurely than the rest of the public, and they've been using it to manipulate and modulate. These people are not intelligent. They're a bunch of nerds that copied something that they never created in the first place. So, if you want to know how I feel about that, I hope BlackRock goes bankrupt. Butterfly spirit, lightness, metamorphosis, and trust. So the butterfly spirit, so check this out. This is our future card, right? Right now we're in that cocoon about to metamorphosize, right? So lightness, metamorphosis, and trust, butterfly spirit. That is our spiritual evolution that is going on. Okay, just because you're rich down here in the physical doesn't mean that you have a seat in heaven. Okay, having that spiritual richness or that spiritual wisdom is what we're all here to really learn. You show up on earth with nothing, you leave with nothing other than the memories and the consciousness that you created down here, and the love and the loving connections. Everything else you leave down here. Okay. All right, for the Lyrans coming up for this week. Cosmic Star family, support, socialize, community. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I am doing for all of us, okay? That's what's going down in October. You're going to want to be there. Cosmic Star family, support, socialize, community. All of us. You might meet someone at our gathering. You can meet a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a friend, soul family. It's not about me and you guys. It's about us coming together. I'm just creating the space for us to do that, okay? There is no I in team, all right? All right. And one more. I want one more. Lyran. You're like, oh my God, it's popping out here. I'm like, I don't know. We rented out a whole we rented a whole spot out. It's good. I just want to be with the right people manifesting. That's all. All right, Lyrans. Wow, dude. Collective consciousness. Tap into the field. Tap into the alive field. And I guess what? It was right behind it. The new beginning. So the new beginning, teamwork, sharing, giving back, yoga. Okay, yoga. The new beginning. Collective conscious, tap into the alive field. And yes, Yolanda, if you're watching this, yes, I'm sorry, love, I didn't text you. We should do a yoga class in the morning on Friday and Saturday. If people want to do like a morning rise yoga with Yolanda, I think they should. Let me know. Text me. I thought about that last week. I should have messaged you directly, but I think that'd be really cool. Morning yoga with Yolanda. Sound bath is happening during the eclipse. We have food provided on Friday and lunch provided on Saturday. I don't know. We'll figure out the Saturday thing, but I'm definitely providing food on Friday. I like to make sure everyone's well fed when we have our conferences. You guys know that. And then let me do a celestial frequency. It will be vegetarian. Okay, vegan, vegetarian-ish. Vegetarian, I don't know. If we go Indian food, it's going to be vegetarian. I can ask them to make stuff vegan. But, some of them spices. Some of you guys that, and if you guys do eat meat, that's cool, but check it. You can make it one day without eating, having to have a chicken wing. You know what I mean? You're going to be okay. All right? You're going to be okay. All right, celestial frequencies for this week coming up. I need my baby back. I'm like, you're going to be okay. You can make it one day, eating vegetarian. Try it out. You might like it. Man, I'm so into my pressure cooker. I make these Japanese yams, dude. Oh my God, they're delicious. Get into yams. My yam game is strong. Courageous, transcending fear. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're doing. Okay? Check it. How am I transcending fear? How are we? I can give you an example. I got used to staring at 3 grays sitting outside my window, monitoring me at about 45 feet left-hand side. When I look at them, they kind of look at me like, oh shit, is he going to grab me? Or is he going to let me chill? So they have a little fear in their eyes, which is interesting. You ever look at an ET and they have fear in their eyes? Like, what's he going to do? Is he going to grab me? I'm not trying to bug. It's like weird. I've gotten to a place where I know I'm monitored and I'm okay with it. And I've also gotten to a place where I'm not really into all these little playthings. But I want you guys to understand that there is a place where both sides bow and at least nod their head. That I'm not trying to cause any beings ill will. I don't have any ill will. But I can say this. There is a line in the sand of what integrity, truth, love, and compassion is. And if many beings gather around us, sometimes they gather around us to be reminded of what that is. So I just want to express that to you. I mean, I have no fear at all, about these things. I was running around in my dragon outfit in a different dimension, having fun, playing with things like a large child. So I don't know what clearance they just recently granted me, but I had to be tested. And I'm trying to tell you guys that are still balancing the light and night side inside of yourself. You have to choose the light just for the ability to not be a liability. They're not going to hand you back your powers if you go night side. I'm just telling you. It's cool to be a night side being, choose your heart and come into your center and go up. But you can't choose night side. It's going to drag you down. Okay? I didn't create this game. I'm just telling you what's worked for me is go light side. Go inner child. Everything works out. Okay? I don't know how to tell that to you. I don't know what Egyptian school of bullshit taught you wrong. But, I'm just expressing to you that our creator is a large child and wants the best for everyone. So just act respectfully to all beings in your space. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to cause beef. I told you I wanted my own pet gray. I named him Spike. We're still negotiating terms on that one. I can't. His name's Spike. I G'd him out. I can't. I'm not ever letting go. I might be on ship after this incarnation and just go, where's Spike? Spike! I might snatch Spike from a spacecraft in 150 years out of Orlando just because I want to. And he'll have the most rad life ever. Like, I don't know how cool the Gray Collective seems to be, but Spike, I can provide a lot better life for you. I will teach you how to surf. You will rock board shorts. You'll have sunglasses on. I don't know. I might introduce you to a little female Eben. I don't know. I might I might be like, yo, dude, listen, this is how you talk to a girl. Telepathically? No, bro. You gotta use your mouth, man. You gotta go over there and you gotta say, hey, I like you. I think this is gonna work out. I got, my papa, he taught me. He taught me to speak from my heart. And I'm here to tell you that I really like you. And maybe she's a female Eben. You don't know. But I'm trying to tell you, there's something deep down in my plums that I'm going to share with you. And I'm trying to say that we are all creators in this game. And if I want Spike to be one of my homies, I don't care how many nerd collectives he's a part of. You're going to come with me. And I'm going to give you that choice to go, you want to stay with these guys in the cafeteria? Or you want to go ahead and hop over here with the big kids? And I'm telling you right now, if I was Spike, I'd be like, I want to go hang out with the big kids. I don't want to be down here anymore. I'm going. Listen, it was really great being in the cafeteria in this hive mind with you guys. Oh, big what up to all the guys in Orion in the lower dimensions. I'm going to go hang out with the big kids in the Galactic Center. Deuces. Maybe I'll mail you home a couple robes. Let mom or, whatever controller have it. They can hang it on their wall as one of us graduated. Whatever this is, for any species listening to me, there's an expression to you that there is a higher level of reality that's waiting for you, but you have to choose your heart and you got to come into balance. That is it. Okay? Last card, nourishment. One more time. You guys take your vitamins, take your NAC, high potency vitamin C, echinacea golden seal if you guys are getting a little sick. NAC is awesome. I like NMN, the anti-aging. Age properly with your cells. Make sure if you guys are diving deeply at night, make sure you guys are taking your monoatomic gold and your monoatomic black gold. That's made by Inner Harmonics. All of this information is for free. It's in my session notes. Simply go to teamlightstore.com, click on session notes. My multidimensional template, my session notes, and a soul agreements are there. Download them. They're free. Okay. Use the link Teamlight TJ Clark, get hooked up. Just want you guys to say that. You know what I mean? Shit out of Australia. Team King Jesus. I mean, I don't tell you. It Spike's my adoptive baby. I'm like, what did you do? I was like, no, I offered him a better life. And I said, do you really want to hang out with all these guys? Like, indefinitely. I'm about consciousness. I'm about creating the dream team. I'm about taking the best assets this planet has to offer and upgrading them and taking them home with us where we come from and giving them an opportunity to be the leaders and generals of their generational bloodlines for future time. Imagine we jump back here in time to take the cream of the crop of every single species on this planet and no one told you. The number one Grey, the number one Anunnaki, the number bloodline, the number one Syrian, Palladian, Lyran, Nordic. That imagine all of us came here for this game, and maybe one of your higher selves gets selected. Maybe you get selected. There's a higher level of game going on. I'm telling you right now. There's a higher level of game going on where many of you are going to be selected for a higher level of existence. Graduating this platform. For all the beings playing down here in the lower dimensions, enjoy yourself. But remember, your higher self may want that job. You may want that job, right? There's higher levels and opportunities as the great wheel has shifted. Positions have opened up in the great wheel of time as far as the who's in charge and in what territory and what relation and what growth pattern. So take advantage of that. All right, that's from my higher self to you. I love you. All right? Let's get it. Yay! You know what I mean? Shut out. Eyes are so blurry. I don't even know. All right, you guys are happy? All right, dream team. Yeah, I'm a dream team. You're like, Spike, you're on my dream team. I know where you are in Orlando. You stay pretty. Okay? Stay dialed in. Remember your older brother's coming for you. All right? I love you guys. I want you guys to have a blissful, embodied, sovereign week. Pay attention. There's a lot of great changes coming. And just know that I love you very, very much. All right? From me to Yodi, I love you guys. Check it out. Store. Get your rooms now. It's going to sell out. I'm just telling you, it's going to sell out. And then you guys are going to be emailing me. I'm like, we're sold out. Take advantage of it. If you're thinking of coming, get those tickets today. All right? I love you guys. Peace and prosperity from Sedona. Till next time. Bye-bye. All right. Love you guys.